Tasha, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm Vicky. I'll be the one interviewing you today, as well as the others in the panel too. We'll be asking you 8 questions. Take your time with them. And at the end of the questions, we'll give you opportunity to ask any questions as well. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay, great. So tell us about yourself and why do you think you are suited for the role?
Well, as you know, I'm Katerina. In my previous role, I worked as a receptionist at No Gaps Dental for 3 years. That role consisted me to answer phone calls, do some medical records, some filing, scheduling appointments, doing follow-up appointments. Throughout my 3 years of work, I also had to deal with a lot of people within different communities. And also, I had encountered people that had some language barriers, so I obviously had to tackle those difficulties as well. So that's why I do believe that I am suited for the role.
Okay, great, thank you. How would you deal with task management and urgent priorities?
So for tasks management, obviously in my role, my previous role, I did have a large workload. So the way I handled my tasks were I'll write a to-do list and set my priorities from the top to the bottom, and then I will target the urgent ones first and then the least urgent ones last. And then if I had any difficulties or the work was too overwhelming, I won't hesitate to ask my colleagues for help.
Great. And how many years experience do you have?
3 years in that role.
All right. And how many years experience would you have in general with task management?
Overall, I would say over 6 years, because in my other roles as well, I worked at a club. So we had to obviously have task management for closing. I would have to schedule my work to do things at certain times and prioritize some time with other tasks more than others.
Please tell us what would you do on a daily basis as a receptionist, and what are the skills you can bring to the team?
Well, I did kind of mention it in the first question, but what I can bring to the table is, answering phone calls, scheduling appointments, confirming appointments, any sort of medical records, creating medical records, filing. I also did Medicare billing as well, and